second straight weekend, the General Assembly of Maryland met in special session and met throughout the middle of the night to obfuscate the things that they were doing from the general public. And you can already tell by their comments that Speaker Bush and Senate President Mike Miller take the public for fools. They think that the public is all on board with what they've done and that the public will be delighted to not only pay higher taxes for services they didn't ask for, but also to genuflect in the presence of Governor O'Malley and continue to pile on the Ehrlich administration, as you can see from these comments by Speaker Mike Bush.
This was a tough undertaking. It's been something that obviously has been the product of 5 years to come to fruition. I mean, it was basically the same challenge the previous governor faced of coming up with a comprehensive solution to the projected shortfall. You have to give a lot of credit to Governor O'Malley for going out there and deciding that he was going to resolve the issue, even though it was something that he did not create. And he laid in front of the General Assembly. We put our imprint on it, obviously, but I think in the end, we finally resolved the structural budget deficit that's been with us for over a 5-year period of time. And I think that the citizens of Maryland will be the beneficiaries in the long run.
Senate President Mike Miller, on the other hand, was already looking ahead to deflect blame to the House for taking so long for the session, but also to calculate the political benefits of passing such massive tax increases on to Maryland's working families.
I think all in all it was very successful. The governor worked very hard. He put a lot of political capital on the line. I mean, he risked a lot of political capital, and his numbers are going to drop briefly. But I think when people assess the work we've done, they see the benefits that are going to flow from our hard work. When he puts this additional $500 million of cuts in, they're going to see how serious this is, and I think his numbers will rise again, and the state's going to be well positioned for the next several years.
But there are some concerns then raised by people that you asked for too much and you got too much and you did it too fast.
Well, it was a special session with a $2 billion deficit, and we did the very best we could. It took 3 weeks. I thought it was a little long myself. The Senate had done its work in a week's time, and then we waited a week and a half for the House to catch up, and then it took us the last several days to put the ball over the goal line. But again, there's cuts, there's video lottery terminals, and there's slots. It's a little bit for everybody. Not everybody's going to be happy, but at the same time, I think we worked hard, and we've got a product of which I think we can be very proud.
So we don't have to hear about budget deficit anymore?
Not until January.
It doesn't take a real rocket scientist to see that the people of Maryland are really getting ready to feel the burn. Not only does the General Assembly like to pat itself on the back for the job that they've done in raising your taxes and spending more of your money, they're looking at ways to get more. You could already tell by the calculated laugh of President Miller there at the end of that clip that they're already looking for ways to raise more taxes, to spend more revenue, and to further burden the taxpayer of Maryland. What's sad is the fact that they continue to have to pass such tax increases and such burdensome spending plans in the middle of the night when you, the taxpayer, are completely unaware. The only people there are lobbyists and legislators, and those who are making political deals in order to ensure passage of pet legislative projects. It's wrong and it's sad. It's very unfortunate and very pathetic that the legislative leadership feels the need to take such tactics because they're afraid that you don't want to give your money to them. I only wish that the legislative leadership had the courage of their convictions to do what they just did out in the open for everybody to see it.